Peace, peace, peace. Salute. Um, Peace to the nation. Salute to all the liberators. Namaste. Ashe, Shalom. Vigates and Guten Tag. Salam alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. You know, before it gets too late, I just got in. I just had to comment, make a quick vid about this best MC shit. Um, First of all, I was just thrown by that one kid video or one kid's list. The hell was that kid name, man? Mad Slander, whoever the fuck that dude is. You know, no disrespect, but to put Joe Budden number 3 was just insane. I don't know if he paid you to do it or you know, just trying to cause debate and dialogue. That shit is just dumb. Point blank, period, is dumb. And Ebro's list is questionable, beyond questionable. I already have many questions about a lot of shit that come out his mouth. Well, I'm so glad I haven't listened to broadcast radio in like the last 2 years. You know what I'm saying? Strictly been serious radio for me. Shade 4-5, you know, strictly premiere show, Drama King show, you know, high tech, or you know, all that, you know, because the culture is still vibrant. You still got some nice MCs, you know what I'm saying? You know, the culture is very vibrant as far as that goes. Mainstream shit sucks. Commercialism sucks. But anyway, I wrote about a list in my memoir, right? This is the memoir. I really don't over promote it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people who purchased it back in '04, '05, '06 when I was out there really on the book grind, doing what I was doing. I appreciate it. But you know that there's a list of nice MCs, right? And I also put in the criteria, because when these people put these lists out, they don't have no criteria that they going by. So we need a universal criteria of what an MC, a true MC, really embodies. And when I was away, that's where I was able to listen with a clear ear and a clear perspective. You know, not to mention that I've been a fan of the art form and of MCs since '79. You see what I'm saying? I mean, especially when it comes to lyrics. You know, I've seen people list, and, you know, I agree. But let me just give you the criteria first and foremost, because that's important, right? The first thing, and I'm just paraphrasing what I already wrote in the book as far as MC goes, but the first thing you have to, and we all take note of, is the voice. Got to be a distinguished voice. It has to draw your attention. You know what I'm saying? It could be loud or it could be subtle. But the voice, that's what you hear first. Next are the lyrics. That's the bread and the butter. The lyrics. The backbone and the heart of any MC. The lyrics. You know what I'm saying? After that, the use of words. You know what I'm saying? When a cat made something rhyme with what? Stuff that doesn't really rhyme, but is made to fit. Off and on beat. Different shit, right? And most addictive quality of any MC is the person's flow, right? Now, however, some of the nicest MCs have various flows, or one or two individualistic to copy, right? Then you got styles, you know what I'm saying? Conscious rap, reality rap, braggadocious rap, battle rap, all that type of stuff that an MC can fluctuate between, you know, just between himself and letting the art form go through. And what is always overlooked today is performance. So if you can't perform, then you ain't a nice MC. You can do everything you want in the studio. You could write what you want to put out into the public, all that. But if you can't perform, then that knocks you down. And a lot of these people, top MCs, performances be trash. A lot of them. And I'm going to get a lot of people, hold up, and I'm going to get a lot of people tight. You see, I had to drop the jack real quick. God MC, yeah, the R, his performance is trash. Just like the one who came after him, the second coming of Rob, which was Nas, his performance is garbage too. I've been to several concerts with both of them. Not impressed at all. Not impressed. Lyrically, light years ahead of everybody else. But performance-wise, trash. And the same with both of them. They can't go off the top of the head. Right? Which is, a lot of people who y'all ain't putting on the list can go off the top of the head and do what they do. Right? So, and then, of course, you got fashion, style, and all that. What these people are doing now, which is also a mistake, is putting the business aspect, sales, into it. And these artists don't sell themselves, right? That's them getting help from the industry. So it's really unfair when you putting Jay so high on these lists because consistently he's been going platinum. That's the industry. And y'all calling these dudes businessmen and all this other shit and great entrepreneurs. They not doing that. That's not them. They not drawing up those contracts. They don't have the ability to create and manufacture a lot of those merch products and shit like that. That's the industry. They ain't got nothing to do with him being an MC, with him spitting and creative lyrics and creating new interpretations of the art form. That's business. So take the sales out of it. If that's the case, Hammer sold. If that's the case, Arrested Development and Speech and them sold. If that's the case, Nelly sold. And I don't see none of y'all putting him in the top 10. You dig what I'm saying? So, in saying that, right, there are key MCs who a lot of these people missed on that list. Right? Now, Grandmaster Caz has to be number one on everybody's list. Some people want to argue back and forth whether it's Caz or Mel. Caz was much more melodic off the top of his head, performance, everything. Caz should be the one who everybody sets the standard by. And before I forget, when you on the list, you have to be able to cross errors. So if you was nice in your era and you're still nice today, that means nobody could come after you and take your position. So if Caz is one, there's no way in hell somebody's going to come after him who hasn't done what he has done and going to replace him. So Jay could never be over Caz. Can't. Because Caz still doing it and he's still getting busy. And another thing you got to start taking points away from if you haven't been out there and been productive. Right? So Ra has to drop down a few spots. Ra ain't been doing nothing as far as new work. And people of his era that's still banging, G-Rap, still nice, still getting it in. Slick Rick, Kane, they all dropping new shit. They all out there performing new bars. So they definitely have to be steps, letters, or whatever you want to put ahead of Ra. He got to fall down because he's not being productive. Also, when we talk about these solo MCs, they got to have at least 3 solo albums. At least 3 solo albums and massive material. Their output got to be consistent. That's where Jay does get a boost because he consistently has different material, different bars, right? This is how you have to set your criteria when you're talking about nice MCs. So you got Caz, right? Now, Caz is there because you're talking about him making a leap from when they was doing bar to bar and really putting lyricism ahead of just trying to get the party moving and keep it going. Kaz set the bar. JDL, Cold Crush sets the bar as a group and him as a solo artist. Right? Then we had a transition from 86, right? LL came and shitted from 85 and transcended. You always have points where certain MCs transcend lyrically. So L was there. But from 86 to 89, that was when hip hop had its renaissance, right? We started getting commercial. We had a club, 2 clubs to represent. So now we got people from all over the tri-state coming through, right? Which nobody was doing that for some time. We didn't have a place to represent. We was in the street, we was in the staircases, we was in the lunchrooms. Dudes was nice, you know what I'm saying? On the block and in a few areas. But now we getting mainstream, 86 through 89. And lyricism again went another notch because now KRS came through, Kane came through, Rakim came through, right? KRS knocked Kaz on his ass, right? Because now it's a whole different ball game. And now you're saying old school really wasn't keeping up, right? For me, because I'm telling you, I'm 50, old school, right? So KRS sets the bar, performance, off the top of his head, mad material, straight hip hop, battle, everything. He set the pace. Now, Ebro done missed a lot of people, right? And the other kid, Mad Slander, whatever, he blasphemous. Because when you talking that era right there, when you talking about the Renaissance, and you don't mention Pasta Noose, you don't mention Kool Keith, Grand Poo, you don't know what an MC is. You can't. Because Pasta News said it visually. Light years ahead of everybody else. Kool Keith, light years ahead of everybody. On beat, off beat styles and all type of crazy shit. Lyricism, wordage, everything. Performance, all that. So a lot of y'all just disrespecting Paz. Disrespecting him. Disrespecting Kool Keith. That's what pushed a lot of this shit to the next level. Now, I see again, that other kid, whoever he was, didn't have Sadat. If you don't put Derek X, you gotta at least damn put Sadat X way up ahead of a lot of these cats. Still doing it. And the other dude didn't have Ghost on his list neither. Arguably, nicest in the whole woo. You got Ghost, some could argue Jizza, some could argue Cap. Nicest. Deck is better than all of them off the top of his head, but output, consistency, you're not seeing them. So how you don't put Ghost way ahead of a lot of them dudes, I don't know. The other cat didn't have Black Thought on his list, Common Almost Death. Right? So Ebro's list is just ass. Straight up, it's stupid. Cole and Kendrick? You kidding me? You kidding me, right? Who else he had? You know, because they only got 15 minutes. And that shit is about up. Right? You put Prodigy over Ghost, which is just blasphemy. Blasphemy. Ghost talking about sliding through Bethlehem bong on 2 wheels. Sipping juice out of Stanley cups unflammable. Really? Prodigy P is nice, but no, can't see Ghost. And he put 3,000. Andre 3000 over KRS. That's just dumb. 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 Seriously dumb. Redman at 18. Which Redman was the next MC to make the transition out of the Renaissance era. When 91, 92 came in Redman, that was it. And he's still doing it. Still doing it. And what else he did? Put Remy on the list, which I don't even understand that. Disrespectful. Disrespectful. That's a matter of fact, too. So disrespectful is a joke. Because you're going to put Remy on the list, but not Rod Digger. That's dumb. Rod Digger was an outsider. Is an outsider. Off the top of head, nice, all that. Don't put. That's why I said they just do this shit for people to go online, for views, for dialogue, for discussion. That shit is just stupid. They can't be serious with these lists. Joe Budden. I'm gonna put Joe Budden number 3. He ain't better than Joel. He ain't better than Royce at all. So many MCs these dudes left off these lists. Corrupt. Nice. Just so many, man. This list is disrespectful. So if you really want to do it and do it right, let's set a panel up of people who really know what it means to be an MC, who really had time to study every MC that came through the culture and set the criteria in motion. Let's get down with the get down. This is 2019 going into 2020. We got video footage of almost every MC. We know who have ghostwriters. We can do all that. But let's be honest so the kids know how to judge the MCs, how to really put the culture in perspective, and we can stop playing games with it. Because y'all bullshitting. And only doing it because people don't share videos of people like me who just do it for the love and was on another mission, who really, really grew up in the culture from the part of plugging power from street lamps and being out at the jams and being in the clubs in New York City, knowing what it took for the South to really get on and get respected. Real dudes. Not that bullshit industry shit y'all talking about, man. Let's get the real list popping. Let's get the real list popping. I put my list in my book. You see what I'm saying? Put my list in the book. This book was published in 2004. I've got videos on YouTube talking about how y'all giving Black Thought way too much props. He's nice, but damn, not a top 5. You know what I'm saying? I done did it. I spoke on it several times. You know, but who am I? You know what I'm saying? I'm nobody. But when you really want to discuss it, stop doing it in them corporate offices, on the radio, hiding and shit where nobody can really get back at you and have a true debate. And stop doing the friendship shit and trying to forget MCs who really paved the way. Y'all done put Chubb Rock in it. Y'all done put a lot of people in it, man, that went hard for the culture and spit for real. You ain't got nobody from boot camp in there. Y'all just disrespectful, man. None of the real true spitters from the West Coast. Not one soul's of mischief. Y'all ain't got nobody in that fat lip. None of these dudes, man. Y'all just wow with this bullshit. And I'm mad that they not calling y'all out on it. You dig? So that's my take on it. Took a little longer than I expected, man. But if we're going to get real with it, if you really down for the culture, if you really down for true MCs, man, let's get this debate, man. Let's get it going, man. Drop your comments down here, man. I'm here, man. Test my square on this shit. I've been around. Salute.